Total crisis at Halas Hall. A $44 million signing that experts are calling disastrous. A first-round receiver getting a final warning before being labeled a bust. And a secret $40 million move revealing the defensive master plan. The next 48 hours will be crucial for the future of our franchise. As rivals prepare to exploit our weaknesses, the clock is ticking for our key players. Will we survive this perfect storm? Only true fans will have the courage to know the truth. Don't you dare close this video. What's happening in Chicago is beyond words. A $44 million signing that analysts are tearing apart, a receiver who could become the biggest draft bust if he doesn't wake up now, and a defensive extension that will change the entire landscape. Are our Bears building a contender or just throwing money away? I'll tell you this, the truth is going to hurt. Let's get straight to the point. Grady Jarrett, $44 million for 3 years. Seriously? When the Bears signed this veteran defensive player just hours after his release from the Falcons, many applauded the quick move, but few questioned the price. Now, Gary Davenport from Bleacher Report has ranked this signing as the third worst of the entire free agency. And you know what? He has solid arguments. We're talking about a player who, after getting 6 quarterback sacks in 2022, has only added 4 in the last 2 combined seasons. 4. And let's not forget he missed more than half of the 2023 season due to an ACL tear. Is this the kind of player you would pay $44 million for? I think the Bears are paying for a name, for a reputation that no longer exists. According to Pro Football Focus, Jarrett barely ranked among the top 100 interior linemen in 2024 in terms of quarterback pressure, and outside the top 70 overall. We're talking about mediocre numbers for a player who will now be one of the highest paid at his position. Is this madness, or am I just not seeing something? I ask you, is it worth investing so much money in a player who might be at the twilight of his career? Let's be honest. The Bears had serious defensive problems last season. They finished 27th in total defense, allowing 354.3 yards per game. But where they really struggled was against the run, ranking 28th by allowing 136.3 rushing yards per game. They obviously needed help desperately. Jarrett's main job will be to ensure opposing runners don't gain speed and momentum. He has to meet them at the line of scrimmage and stop plays before they develop. As the new focal point in the middle of the defensive line, Chicago will continue to build around him. New defensive coordinator Dennis Allen has surely already thought about how to use him properly. Besides his work on the field, Jarrett will be tasked with being a true leader for the Bears. He was nominated several times for the Walter Payton Man of the Year award with the Falcons. As Ben Johnson establishes the foundation in Chicago, Jarrett will play a significant role in their development, playing directly alongside an emerging player like Gervin Dexter. His guidance will be crucial for the team's growth. I'll tell you this, whether you're in favor of Jarrett or think it was an excessive expense, it's easy to see both sides of the coin. But the Bears are only seeing it one way. After a successful 10-year career with the Falcons, Jarrett will now start his second life in the NFL as one of the most important defensive players for the Bears. What do you think? Is Grady Jarrett the answer to our defensive problems, or just another excessive contract we'll regret? And if you thought the problems ended there, get ready because there's more. Everything is about to change for the Chicago Bears. There's only so much media hype a team can get during the preseason. In the end, they have to prove it on the field. While week 1 is still months away, new head coach Ben Johnson will have the opportunity to get his first look at the 2025 Bears as the offseason program begins. Johnson will undoubtedly evaluate every player in every position. The Bears certainly have talent, but this is still a team coming off a 5-12 campaign. It will be difficult for Chicago to become a contender overnight, but Johnson at least wants to distinguish which players will help lay the foundation for success. One of those players is expected to be receiver Rome Odunze. After selecting quarterback Caleb Williams with the #1 pick, the Bears got him another receiver to work with in Odunze with the 9th pick in the 2024 draft. However, after an uneven rookie season, Alex K from Bleacher Report thinks the receiver is one of the players with the most to prove heading into the offseason program. And you know what K said? Odunze is more of a wild card, especially after his highly anticipated first season ended with just 54 receptions on 101 targets for 734 yards and 3 touchdowns. Although he was the 9th overall pick and the 3rd receiver chosen in the 2024 draft, he finished 6th in receiving yards and 7th in receptions among rookies. We need to put this in context. A positional logjam didn't help his cause. He was well behind #1 option DJ Moore in the pecking order starter and had to compete with veteran Keenan Allen for looks. With Allen out of the picture, Odunze should be the clear number 2 option in Johnson's offense. I think if Odunze can get off to a good start and make a strong first impression on Johnson, he'll be set for a breakout season. Anything less, and he could be in line for another disappointing season in 2025. The pressure is on his shoulders and the clock is ticking. Like Williams, Odunze came to Chicago with high expectations. Though he didn't fail spectacularly, the receiver's rookie season didn't live up to expectations. Appearing in all 17 games, starting 12, Odunze caught 54 passes for 734 yards and 3 touchdowns. He ranked 3rd on the team in receptions and yards, and 4th in receiving touchdowns. However, Odunze surpassed 100 receiving yards only twice as a rookie. 2 of his receiving touchdowns came in the same game. I ask you, is it fair to put all the pressure on Odunze? Part of it is his responsibility. As Johnson takes on his leadership role, he'll look for Odunze to take a massive step forward. But at the same time, the receiver wasn't put in a position to succeed. Chicago changed its offensive coordinator more than once and had an extremely weak offensive line in front of Williams. Like the quarterback, the receiver never found his rhythm. The Bears have done everything possible to strengthen their offense. That should mean a boost for Odunze as well, but ultimately he'll need to prove through the offseason program and into the regular season why Chicago invested such a high draft pick in him. There are reasons for optimism with Odunze. For starters, the Bears finished the 2024 season ranked 31st in passing, averaging 181.5 yards per game. Johnson helped lead the Detroit Lions to 2nd place, averaging 263.2 yards per game. While fans shouldn't expect that kind of leap in year 1, literally any form of improvement in the passing game would be an immediate blessing for Odunze. There hasn't been much noise about a possible return of Keenan Allen. Assuming he leaves the franchise, there are 70 receptions, 744 yards, and 7 touchdowns up for grabs. Maybe the reason the Bears haven't been so aggressive in bringing Allen back is due to their hopes for an Odunze breakout. Behind him on the depth chart are players who shouldn't cut much into Odunze's role. Olamide Zaccheaus has been a solid wide receiver 3, but he's not on Allen's level. Alongside DJ Moore, Odunze should be given the keys to truly lead the Chicago receivers room. It wouldn't be surprising for the Bears to add more receiver help in the draft. They have 4 picks within the top 75 to find a weapon. But even if they do, Chicago has big plans for Odunze. Now it's up to him to prove he can handle the heavy load. And now, the news that could completely change the course of our defense. On Sunday night, Kyler Gordon and the Chicago Bears agreed to a 3-year, $40 million contract extension. This isn't just good news, it's incredible news. The future of the Bears is starting to take shape, and Ryan Poles is finally pointing towards a concrete direction for this roster. What does this extension mean for the team's future? The crucial thing with drafting and developing young players is retaining their skill set on your team after seeing what they're capable of. The Bears have started doing that with their players, with Gordon being the latest. As Ryan Poles mentioned after extending DJ Moore last summer, it will allow him to play freely and take care of his family. The same applies to Gordon. He'll now be able to continue developing his skills as a nickel cornerback and theoretically improve even more as he gains more experience. I'll tell you this, the Bears are rewarding homegrown players when they produce. Before extending Gordon, they had previously extended 2 other players who were drafted by the Bears. Cole Kmet and Jaylon Johnson were both members of the 2020 draft class and signed extensions in recent years. Kmet has been on a steady rise through multiple regimes as a security blanket for Mitchell Trubisky, Justin Fields, and now Caleb Williams. Jaylon Johnson, on the other hand, has quickly become one of the best corners in the game and can shut down an entire side of the field at any time. All this shows that if you put in the work from day one and produce year after year, you'll be rewarded. Gordon has done that, and projects to be even more productive in an improved scheme under new defensive coordinator Dennis Allen. Maintaining and improving team chemistry is crucial. For those who don't know, a big part of playing in the secondary at any competitive level is communication. Corners and safeties need to talk to each other and pass assignments in both man-to-man and zone coverage to properly cover as much field as possible. The group of Gordon, Johnson, Tyreek Stevenson, and Jaquan Brisker have been developing chemistry for a couple of years. This allows them to use minimal communication while learning how each will cover a certain route combination where they can close the play and allow the pass rush to get there before the quarterback has a chance to get rid of the ball. This secondary is also incredibly young. Gordon, Johnson, and Brisker are all 25 years old, and Stevenson is 24. Even their solid backup outside cornerback Terrell Smith is only 25. This group should only get better as they play more together. The better they get, the more takeaways they'll create. The more takeaways they create, the more points Caleb Williams and the Bears offense will score. And what about Gordon's role in the new scheme? Dennis Allen has said multiple times that we want to be an aggressive, attacking style of defense. I think we want to bring the fight to the offense and not let the offense dictate the pace to us. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to challenge everything. I think this fits perfectly with Gordon's skill set as a slot cornerback. He'll be able to float near the line of scrimmage and wreak havoc for opposing offenses in both the passing and running game. Fortunately for Allen, the Bears have just secured a game changer for the next 3 years. What do you think? Is this Gordon extension the move that will solidify our secondary for years to come? Now, Bears fans, I want to hear your opinion. Was the Grady Jarrett signing a costly mistake or a necessary investment for our defense? Should Odunze get more opportunities, or does he need to earn his spot on the starting lineup? And what do you think about the Kyler Gordon extension? Is he the defensive pillar we needed to secure? Don't stay silent. Leave your comments below and let me know what you think. This channel is for you, the true Bears Nation, and your voice matters. If you want more exclusive analysis and the latest news about our team, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We're a family here, united by our passion for the Chicago Bears. Did you like this analysis? Give the video a thumbs up. Do you think I got something wrong? Tell me in the comments. And remember, every subscription helps us grow and bring you more exclusive content about the Bears. See you in the next video, and as always, bear down.